Bashers. Hey everybody, it's Dirk. It's the Dirk Daily, Grail Watch Wednesday. Felis Unitum, cats unite in Latin. But of course, Nathaniel knew that already. And now you do too. Great to see you on this Wednesday, January 29th. It is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York City. Where are you in the world and where are you watching from? I have my demographic. I know what it is because I just looked it up, but it's good to know. I see that a lot of the chats did disappear, and I apologize for that. It's something that's out of my control. I don't know why they do it. I've haggled with them. I've begged, pleaded, screamed, shown them. You guys have given me videos, screenshots, all the above. I do it. But summer and winter and storm and all the other wonderful bots over at YouTube just don't seem to grasp what it is I'm talking about. So I give up. But anyway, it's 25 people in the room so far, and I just want to start with this, and I'm sorry for that. I know that Andrew Wolkowicz was number one because I posted it at 1:30-ish in the morning, and I did see that before I retired for the chambre. I did see that it was Andrew. So Andrew's got his song, Basher of the Day song. So that's all squared, and I'm glad I was able to do that. You guys probably would have done a screenshot anyway, and thanks, everybody. I apologize for that. I don't know what to do at this point. I sent them pictures from today and said, what is this? So it's an ongoing case. I've got a case number. The silly things we go through on YouTube. I don't know, because I told them how important it is. I come on the show, I say hey to everybody, I start reading the chats, we start talking, engaging, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, Shane McGee is in here at sort of number one. Where have all the comments gone? Where have they gone indeed? We're stepping into the twilight zone, dancing. I don't know the lyrics. And then there was what other Twilight Zone song was it? It was the Twilight Zone by Manhattan Transfer. Great band. If you haven't never heard them, it's a quartet, two gals, two guys. It's kind of palatable jazz for the average listener. It's kind of an introduction to vocal jazz for a lot of folks. They had pop hits in the 70s and 80s, I believe. Check out the album Vocalies. It's my favorite, featuring Jon Hendricks. One of my favorite records of all time. I absolutely love that record. It's white and it's black. It's very deco. It's a great album. The Twilight Zone by Manhattan Transfer. If you're interested in some really it's standards that are so beautifully sung and the harmonies are out of this world. Harmony is my favorite part of music, 100%. My favorite bands are Queen and the Beatles and all the groups, ELO. All the groups that had great vocal harmonies. Jellyfish, I've gone on ad nauseum about that unknown band that I was very happy to see the drummer from Dream Theater, Mike Portnoy. He's a guy that I've known in my life quite very well when I was younger and haven't dealt with him in years and years and years, but a wonderful guy. And he always wears Jellyfish shirts when he appears on television appearances. And I think that's just so terrific. So great. He was just on Drumeo, which is this drum channel where it's a really great show. If you like music and you enjoy the nuts and bolts part, what they do is they have a control room and they bring a drummer in and they play him a song without the drums and they ask him to figure out a drum part for it. And it's really great. And Mike Portnoy's on there quite a lot. Dream Theater is not a band I enjoy musically. I don't know why. They're all beyond extraordinary players, and it's modern day hard rock / metal fusion. It's jazzy. It's odd time signatures. They're all virtuosos. Everybody in that band is a virtuoso. I just never liked the singing because it's a part-time thing. It's kind of like amazing musicians and then a singer, and he's just never floated my boat. So whatever. That doesn't mean anything. You might love them, and if you do, it's great. Mike Portnoy's a great guy. He was an old friend. Like I've said, I haven't talked to him in a really long time, but my guitar player from Hitman has just recently worked with him on some, remember when everybody was doing those great COVID jams? They'd get a whole bunch of people together. He did Blinded by the Light, which is a Bruce Springsteen song, and but made famous by Manfred Mann's Earth Band. And he had Mike Portnoy on drums, Derek from the Wondermints, aka the Brian Wilson Band. He had some extraordinary players. Jeff Scott Soto on vocals. Wow. And it was great. It was fantastic. Check that out. I don't even know what it was called, what project. His band was called Fuzzbubble. After Hitman, he started a band called Fuzzbubble, which was kind of like a power pop group. Might have been under that, but it's called Blinded by the Light, and it's with featuring Mike Portnoy. You might find it if you want to watch it. It's great. Dave Fahrenheit 451 upvoted again. Please upvote. It's right down here. It's right down here. You hit that thumbs up button. It makes everybody know we do a show. And who doesn't want to be a part of the Bashers? I'm a Basher. You're a Basher. Wouldn't you like to be a Basher too? Andrew Olkowicz, I will keep your number. See, this is why I love the Bashers. You protect each other's interests. I'll keep your number one position safe until Sir Dirkovich reinstates you as Lord Mayor of the Grail Watch Wednesday. And he is indeed. He's been coronated. He's got his song done. Thank you, Shane, for that. RP 1960, hey baby, with your big fedora, looking amazing. Your prospector hat, looking forward to the show. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you, RP 1960. The incomparable Mike Callan, aware of my comments gone. I don't know why it made me think of the other day we were flipping around on YouTube because TV sucks. And it was unbelievable. Johnny Mathis was on TV, and he's 90 years old. Chances are, 'cause I wear a silly grin. He sounded exactly like he's always sounded at 90 years old. Congratulations, Johnny Mathis, for being a legend. Number 12 is Kevin Landon, upvoted today. Happy Wednesday to Dirk and all the Bashers working today, so I will catch the replay live. Upvote and subscribe and share if you can, or you want to just keep it like, we're all that underground band that we don't want to get famous, like I mentioned yesterday. iBashers is sold out. It happens. Dean at Shane. Well done, mate. Sorry, Andrew, the powers are with us. We are back. You're English. He's Canadian. Do you still consider them part of the realm? Guess they are. It's an interesting, as an American person, I think I pretty much have an idea of how Canada works. Quebec is French, but they were part of the, of course, they're independent country. But the Queen is still on a lot of the money, right? Is that not true anymore? And if so, why don't one of you beautiful Canadians, of which there are many, gracing our show every single day, which one of you guys could give me just a little rundown on what exactly affiliation is left with the United Kingdom for Canada? I know they don't participate in your government or any of that stuff for subsidy. I know that much, but there's obviously still a connection there. Not like ours. Shane, YouTube deleted the messages right on time. Oh, I get it now. See, I'm slow. You're saying the Canadian was deleted. Aren't you a clever one? Daniel Gutierrez is here, and he says, number 7th, I guess. Well, I don't know what you were in the end of the day. Comments deleted. Yeah, I would love to get an answer, but, I think you have to get up to 10,000 subscribers before you actually can get a human person on the phone. I think that's how it works. So obviously I'm not important enough to YouTube to not give me Storm or Thunder, or you got to see these names. No one's got Jane or Mary or Onslow. It's all temporal activity. It's just bizarre. I don't know. Steve Zielinski is here. Hey, evening, Dirk and all the Bashers. 8th by the look of it. There were lots more earlier. See, everybody knows. We all know, but somehow YouTube. They're like, what do you mean? We don't delete comments. I'm like, yes, you do delete comments. I've benefited from the glitch in the Matrix. Well, I'm glad that you did, because we love to see you on the show. Actually, I'm sure I was at number 1 earlier before the delete. Don't pull the fast one, Mr. Zielinski. Hilarious. Shane McGee says, Dean, the YouTube gods have spoken. We love you, Andrew, but the British and the Irish Lions rule the waves. Maybe you guys are tampering in my number 1 elections. That could be possible. Canada. We knew it was you all the time. We knew it. Andrew Oakwich, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. And Mr. Mike Callan, happy Wednesday, Bashers. Be kind and upvote. Guys are all in here live. Those were earlier. Dean's laughing his ass off as always. He sent some pictures today. I love it. You haven't sent pictures like some real. I love it. I love it. Dean, well, am I right? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He was Andrew. Oh, Andrew did give me a super chat. Okay, so that's correct. So super chat gong for Andrew Wolkowicz because he wasn't here at number one and he did leave a super chat. So bang. Dean's in there though with YouTube can be cruel, but Shane rules the waves for £1.99 and in American currency that's about $5. So we'll give you what do we give you? We give you this the other super chat gong. Mr. Fergal is here. CW Watch enthusiast, looking great with his Chris Ward, Hey Dirk, and the Bashers. Great to see you, Ferg. And Shane's sending us €5. I'm surfing the waves on a roll, my dear Canadians. Big bang boom for that, kiddo. Big bang boom. Where is it? What am I going to give you? I'm going to give you super chat guy. I like to use the cuck. I like to use my. Oh right, he's Mike Pence now. I forgot about that. Because that guy, I'd love to just give that guy a hug and say it'll be all right. Melly C, hi beautiful, happy hump day, Dirk, and all the bashes. Purple Mel, purple Mel. You're the best. We love you. And Mart is here in Bronson. Let's go. Let's go. Bashes. Wednesday to Dirk and all the iBashers and upvote to the best chat around. Man, you guys, it's your show. I just host it. That's all. I try to deal with summer and storm and north and south and whatever else they come up with, which is all just so stupid. We are the world. We are the Ray. What's up, kiddo? He sent stuff too. You sent some pictures after I signed off last night. Of course, we'll be watching them on the show. But we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive on rectangular watches today because the incomparable Mr. Bob Randolph, who's a big part of the show, he's kind of like a guy that hangs out in the shadows, writes me a lot. We have nice conversations. He is in the market for like a rectangular watch. And he's narrowing it down to 2 Longines. And we've talked about this the other day, how much I know we've got some big Longines fans in the room. Longines is not a brand that I have ever owned, but I like them a lot. And I'm looking at these watches that he's looking at. And we thought, or I thought, because he sent me, which one should I get? I figured we'll show them and we'll let the bashers decide. What a fun thing to do. Or, ultimately it's up to Bob. But 2 different iterations of their Dolce Vita watch collection, which is a beautiful tank watch. And then I thought we'll talk about rectangular watches or tank watches as we know them. So we don't really ever talk about that. If we're going to talk about Grail watches, let's go see the best ones they have. Joe LaFaro, happy Wednesday. Yeah. Joe, Coffee Joe. This is great glass, great coffee. The incomparable Drew, of course. DP says, upvote all. Please upvote. Look at that. Blancpain. Ooh la la, Blancpain. Ooh la la, Blancpain. That's pretty. I look in the Blancpain window a lot. We all go window shopping and we see. I wish historically Blancpain has so much skin in the game. I just wish they would make a watch that made me want it really badly. That's as close as it gets. The color, the moon phase. Not a big Roman numeral guy. I don't hate them, but I don't care about them on watches. And if I had an option to have a watch without or with, I would probably go without, except for maybe a rectangular watch, a tank watch like Cartier, which is of course the king. Even though over a Cartier, if I had endless supplies of the loot, I would go I'd go Reverso. Because I think everybody should have one of those. They're beautiful. The beautiful Michaela de Chatillon has one, and she's been wearing it on Watch Fashion Police, which was really fun to do the other day. And it's a beautiful watch, but who doesn't love a Cartier tank? You just have to be very careful with Cartier you choose. Now, we'll go over the La Dolce Vita. I think it's a beautiful watch, and there's 2 iterations. He's looking at both of them. I have a particular favorite. I'm not going to say which one I like better, but maybe you guys, the bashers, can help Bob decide which one he's going to pull the trigger on one of them. It's something he's going to do. Which one? And I told him, I said, would you mind if I asked the Bashers? He goes, I love that idea. So that's what we're going to do today. Calloy upvoted. Let's go, Dirk. Let's go. Bashers. Nice day date there. Woo, beautiful. Airs, Andrew. Let's bash. Let's do it, buddy boy. You were number one. I know. You get your tune? Did you get your tune? You got your gong, and I thank you because you're Andrew. You're Andrew Wilkwich. What else is there to say? Whoop whoop! He's back with the whoop whoops. Dave Fitzsimons, great to see you. Bashers unite, indeed, or as I like to say today, Felis Unitum or Bashers Unitum. That's a great one. That's a great one. Speaking of beautiful Canadians and Purple Hearts as well, she's Purple Hearts on this side of the Atlantic. It's our beautiful Sharon, looking great as always. And I'm assuming one of you guys can definitely shed some light on the world for us, because I don't think a lot of people know exactly how Canada works. Like, what is their affiliation still with Britain? I'm curious. Bash those bots at YouTube. Darn, Hitesh. I know. Listen, can I just say I'm relatively over. I wish I could get an answer, but getting frustrated with them, maybe I should just go buy 8,000 subscribers and then I'll get somebody on the phone. I'm not going to do that. But people do. Oh boy, do they ever. Andy M, good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours. It's just a number. It's just, I would have liked to have been 5'10". It would have been great. I'm not. I'm 5'8", and that's it. And that's where it stopped out. Would have been great. 5'10" would have been perfect. I wouldn't have a problem at all. I still don't care anymore, but when I was young, I did. It's funny how we get like that. It's really silly. Silly. Good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. Cats and boxes. Thank you, Andy M. Oh, Joe LaFar. Yeah, I figured you would know about the Manhattan Transfer. Amazing group. I've said something about them on the show before. I don't know who's left in the band because people have come and gone. And what was the main guy in that band? Shoot. I forget his name off the top of my head, and I can do it real quick. And I'm going to be mad at myself because I was such a super fan at one point. What was his name? Oh, there's a new guy in town. Oh boy, it's everybody but him, of course, because he's dead. Tim Hauser. Oh, the incomparable Tim Hauser. God, I think he's gone a while now. 2014. He was the guy that was in charge of all the harmonies and all that stuff. And he was married, I think, to Janice Siegel. Anyway, I could go on, and you won't know what I'm talking about, so I won't even do it. Get into them first, and then we'll talk about them. Andy M says, check out a UK actor called Scott Adkins. I've heard this name, martial artist, producer, quite good-looking fellow. Your thoughts? I'm assuming you were talking about James Bond, right? Scott Adkins. Ultimately, I mean, I was not a fan of Daniel Craig when they cast him. I went, oh no, because I wanted Adrian Paul. That's who I wanted. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, wow. I don't think I have much of a problem with this dude. He looks cool. I don't know how he acts. I watched all the Joshua Sass movies I could find, and he carries himself off as like, he's built like a brick shit house. Oh yeah. Oh, look. I don't know. A little bit of Ben Affleck going on there. A little bit of Frankenstein. I don't know about that, but the guy's ripped to the high heavens. Wow. Okay. Can we see him like in a suit? Oh, there he is in a suit. He looks more like, can I just say this? He looks more like an MI6 agent that James Bond doesn't like. Like maybe slightly evil or on the take. Oh boy. Oh, here he is doing yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's an attractive fella. Looks good in the suit. Ripped to crap. Holy moly. Yeah, I mean, Daniel Craig was ripped to crap too. This guy's got trapezoids like holy mother of Christ. Those tattoos aren't real, I hope. Interesting. I don't know the work he's done. What's he been in? Let's see. What has this guy been in? I can go to his he's married. He's 5'10", which is the same height as Daniel Craig, which is kind of short for Bond, but who noticed? He's 48. Too old. They won't cast him because he's too old. He's too old. They won't cast him. Images. I watched this because somebody had said something about this guy, and let me get the most Bondy thing I could come up with. Look at that. That's so young, Bond. Because they want a guy who's 36. That's where they want to go with this guy. He's not even on their radar, so he's never going to make it. I don't know why all these pictures are all him with like a Grizzly Adams beard. That's a good picture. He's 39, I think. So they want somebody younger, and that's cool. I don't know. The whole Bond thing is crazy, but that guy is, yeah, it'd be great. But he looks more like a Bond villain to me, or a Bond, like a guy Bond doesn't like. I could be wrong about that. Ray says, I watched Spinal Tap again. Such a shame that Filium was their downfall. Spy, no tap rock. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you a funny thing about Spinal Tap, and that is, of course, I love it, and I think it's hilarious. But when it came out, I was before what year was that? 84, 3? It was before I, had a band and was out there trying to do stuff. I think I had already played with Anthrax, but, I was a kid. So when that movie came out, I just went, ugh, because I saw how real it was. It's parody and it's funny, ha ha ha. But I also kind of resented it because I was like, they're making fun of, like Stonehenge, right? Now, the thing with Stonehenge is Black Sabbath, but after Ozzy, after Dio, they got the singer from Deep Purple, Ian Gillan. One of my I had the Lost Weekend with that guy. One of my favorite singers of all time. They had Stonehenge. Like that stage, it was Stonehenge, and it was really bad. They had like a little person, doing stuff, and it was just embarrassing. And the parodies are real because it did get so caricaturey and so stupid. And I saw it and didn't like it, but now I see it and I'm like, that's amazing. And I love it. I love it now. But hindsight is 2020. Jim is here live, $4.99. Hey, Dirk and friends. I'll never be able to be number one. You're number one every day, baby. What is the super chat price to be able to buy it? Oh my God, is he gonna buy the leads? No. Okay, here. So generally I make the thumbnail. And I made okay, here's a disclaimer, okay? The new DeepSeek thing came out. The Chinese AI app came out. And I said, I'm not going to do it. And I did it because it was 2:00 in the morning or 1:00 in the morning. And I was like, I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know that I've heard all the stuff. And it's so much better than ChatGPT, which I do use to make my thumbnails. I use ChatGPT. And then I get it close to where I want it. I put it in Photoshop, and then I completely make it exactly what my original vision was. So I downloaded it, and it was overloaded for sure because it was very slow and very staggery. And I asked it to make me a thumbnail, and it said, I can't do that. Turns out they have another app that is only available to developers right now. And so then I said, okay, let me just see the chat part. And I asked it a couple of questions about Boeing aircraft because I'm a nerd. And it just didn't understand exactly specifically. I said, what is the length of the new 777X aircraft? It was giving me, then it gave me a whole long description of it just didn't understand exactly. Maybe if I asked it what's a mathematical equation, it would have got that right. But I asked it for some very detailed information about an aircraft, and it kind of answered me like somebody's trying to deflect. It didn't work, and I messed with it for about a half an hour, and I deleted it, and that's the end of that. So not ready for prime time. I don't know what everybody's talking about, but in terms of real, I don't know why people are saying it's so much better than ChatGPT and it costs so much less. It didn't do any of the things that ChatGPT does for me, and I use ChatGPT every single day. Of course, I didn't use it when I started the show. Like I didn't have, green screen and lights and stuff. I started using it when I started doing a custom thumbnail, like a really custom, obviously I used to do the famous, the icon picture of Bashers of Ush and me, and then change the names of the thing. But as a show evolves and grows, we start talking about different stuff. We start adding stuff, new segments. I wanted to come up, and ChatGPT worked for me, and I noticed it getting better and better and better and better and better. This thing, which I'm sure it will, because it's a learning machine, it's going to do that. But man, it just didn't do anything. I deleted it because, one, I don't want it on my phone because God knows what they're looking at. But still, anyway. So I make these thumbnails. I digress. I make these thumbnails generally when I'm up, it's quiet in the house about 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I post them not right away. So would it be easier if I said, or would it be less fun or more fun if I had a specific time that I posted every single day? I know Dean would like that because Dean is a meticulous, on-time guy. He could work on the railroad. Dean is like, he's like, today's show started, like today, what time did I start the show? Probably 5 o'clock and 26 seconds. You would know, but it was definitely 5 o'clock. Would you prefer it if I posted at the same time every day? I can't promise that I can do it every time. However, I can mostly do that. You tell me what you think about that idea. Not a problem. Anyway, Jim Lassick, $4.99. You're the best, man. You got your Millie on today? You got your white Millie? I got mine on. I've got mine. Let me get rid of my face. I got mine on. I was in a Millie mood. Boom. You're the best. Thank you, Jimmy. Great to see you. Great to see you live in the room. Mart says, my internet freezes TV on iBashers, but not on my internet on my mobile phone or tablet. Could have something to do with the video card. Listen, I've been in that business. I hook up audio visual stuff. I've done all the Sonos stuff. I've done all the internet stuff. I will tell you this right now. I've got gigabit Ethernet in my home. The big package, because I don't subscribe to cable television anymore. So I said, I'll just make sure I do a live show every day, which my upload is pretty crap. However, it is my bottom line that anything that you rely upon for streaming, if you can, of course, phones and laptops, who cares? But for my television and this computer is about 25 feet away from a router in another room. So what I did was I use cat cables. They're hardwired. So I use Cat 6 cables, and I drilled a hole in the baseboard of my floor, and I put it under a runner, and I tacked it along the wall. So this computer is hardwired, but my television is also hardwired. It's Cat right out of the TV right into. Now, I don't know if a lot of TVs still have an Ethernet port. Most should. I just like to do it that way. It might help if you've got a Cat 5 or a Cat 6, or I don't know. I'm not even sure what Cat they're up to right now. But you should try that. Mobile devices. Listen, I always get better. I always get 1.2 gigabits on my phone, but sometimes I'll get 786, 686. But listen, when it comes to the real world, Wi-Fi it's just slower, and it does cause problems. That's why I make sure, because I fly things to my computer a lot from my phone, and I have to have Wi-Fi engaged and Bluetooth engaged. I turn it off when I do the show, and then I unplug anything that's Wi-Fi in the house, because I don't want it to eat into even though I have gigabit Ethernet. The problem is I have 1 gigabyte down and I have about 40 up. Now I need up, not down. Now, if I had fiber optic cable, I don't know what your service provides where you are. In New York, there's only one company right now that provides that, and it's called Fios, and it's fiber optic cable, and it's equal bandwidth in both directions. I don't have that and I don't want to get it in here because they have to come in here and drill. It's a nightmare. But anyway, that's the story. They're saying my company is eventually going to have it, the one I use, and who knows? Italy, everybody in Italy's got fiber optic cable. Machines internet in his apartment in Venice on a lagoon is 5 times, 10 times faster than what I have here, and about 50% cheaper. Why that is, I don't know. They just have amazing mobile there too. It's really fantastic. Hey, Patel Philippe, great to see you in the room. Looking cool with your purple hat. Is that a Notre Dame hat? What is that? Oh, it's LA upside down. Here we go. King Charles III is the head of state in Canada. We have a governor general that represents the king. It's a constitutional monarchy. How interesting. Here you all are coming in with that. Canada is part of the Commonwealth of Nations. They have the king as head of state, but are otherwise totally independent. There. Is he on the money now, or are they keeping the queen on there? I know he said, out of respect to his mom, he was going to keep his mug off there. Did he do that? Mart says, my third electric bike arriving tomorrow. Will it be damaged? Oh, I hope not. But it's cold to ride right now, isn't it? It's really cold. Wow. I hope not. Well, praying that your bike comes back the way it deserves to be. Bot fund of 8,000 to get the phone line. No. I mean, you know, people who have a lot of subscribers, they call YouTube and they say, hello, Mr. Kennedy, or whomever. They just do that, which is nuts. Sharon says lots of French through Canada, especially Ontario. Yes, the crown is still there. Okay, that's interesting. It's interesting. Interesting. The king is the head of state. Can he? But he has no influence, right, whatsoever. Can he decree something or say, you shall no longer eat crackers on Thursday? Can he do that? Spot on, Patel. Just like, okay. Just like New Zealand and Oz. Look at that. Andrew gave you 5. Wow, I get a gong for $1.99. You know what? Because you're Dean. That's why. You're Dino, man. Listen. Those things represent what they represent. It's time for some new Bing Bang Boom anyway. So got to come up with a couple of new things to keep it exciting for everybody. You know, Dino can get a big bang, you know. Why wouldn't you get a gong for that? Why wouldn't you? Would you have preferred the ding, 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 ding? I don't know. Sharon says we need to get iBashes to 100,000 subs. Yeah, you know, I don't listen. I'll be very honest with you. That those numbers don't really. When I started, I was like, "Oh, when will I get to that?" It's like when I was a kid, like, when will I get signed to Atlantic or Columbia or whatever? I wound up getting signed to none of those, but I was sure it was inevitable. I almost got signed to Mercury, which is Polygon, which is a big company. We were like basically signed to them, and just there's too many legal problems to make it happen. I don't think I care. Who cares? Who cares? Who fucking cares? I don't care. Because I'll tell you how, I'll give you a for instance, you know, so I don't, this is my job now. This is how I work. This is how I make a living. And 10,000 would be probably the perfect place to go if I could get there eventually. I think that's more of a reasonable goal. You know, I could probably start getting a whole lot more subscribers and stuff if I was more provocative or, you know, kind of eased out of the format of this little club that we have, but I don't want to. I'm very happy with where it is. Would I like it to grow a little bit more? Sure, who wouldn't? But, you know, greed is not good. And I think with 100,000 subscribers, I think something would get lost in the recipe. And I think it would be too hard to, you know, like, look, I'm looking at everybody on my right side screen and I see all these names. I know who everybody is pretty much. You know, I know who all the regular cast of characters on it. Every once in a while we get a new one. And then we get to meet their cat or their dog or their wife or their, you know, their squirrel or whatever, their car. And I think that's what makes Basher so special. I think it is. So sure, would I like it to be, you know, twice as big? We've got what do we have? 21 something X subscribers. How many of those people actually participate in the thing? When you have 100, 200, a million subscribers, you get a shitload of views. But how many of those people actually interact, come on your live show? You get to know what fragrance they like to wear. You find out the good little things that they do every day. They save a cat, they save a fox. You know, they do. How do we don't know. So we lose the connection, the human connection, I think. And I you know, I'm happy to, I'm very happy with where I am. Is it the most lucrative thing in the world? No, but it's incredible that that it happens at all. That I can rely on doing this show every single day and having these wonderful people show up, and the people who contribute the way that they do, I'm grateful for that. And I don't know if a lot of other shows have this kind of interaction. It's not a panel show. I don't have people come on all the time. Once in a while, people come on. I don't do the Hollywood Squares thing or the Brady Bunch thing. So I honestly think we're the rarest thing on YouTube where we have this community of bashers. These people, you guys have a name. It's insane, and it's in multiple languages. I don't know. Grateful, man. Can I just say that? Grateful. Thank you for saying that. And I just think it's amazing that I would love to get somewhere near there. 10,000, 100,000. I mean, that's just crazy. I think something will get lost in the soup. That's all. Hiteshi says, yes, the crown is still head of state. If we decide to lose the monarchy, we will have to remove royal. Oh, wow. From royal mint. Yeah, but you definitely need to get rid of royal mail, right? Because it sucks. It's great out, but it's terrible in. Sending stuff to Canada is and listen, it is so expensive to ship stuff to Canada. It's more expensive than when I ship stuff to Ireland or the United Kingdom. I don't know why that is. Like if I mail out, let's just say a small little box or an envelope, it's twice as much. And I don't know what some kind of I don't know. It's not a tariff because tariffs don't work that way. So I don't know what it is. It's interesting. Carolyn Martin says, I agree. Sharon, I agree with your vision. That's nice. And, she's a partner in crime. So, that's the only thing I would say. Listen, listen, I would be happy for the channel to grow, more people to come along and, be a little bit more lucrative for the rent and the power and the internet and all that stuff. That would be great. It would definitely be great. The one thing I don't want to lose, and I've been doing this for a year and change now, very consistently. We've had no real gaps, nothing. It has grown, not exponentially, but it has grown. Kind of sits where it is. I just don't want to lose the personalness of it. What's the correct conjugate for that? The how personal it is. And I don't know, when you get a lot of people, I don't know, maybe 100,000 wouldn't be too much. I don't think that many people would interact the way we do. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to live it in order to know it. I don't ever want to lose that personal touch because I like it. And I think it makes a difference. And I think we're unlike any other channel. I think so. The chats might disappear, but at least you get the super chat, if not the message. I still do get, if it gets removed, I still get it. Something is better than nothing. You can't get something for nothing. Andy says Longines rocks. And yeah, it does indeed. I like the look of some of the ball watches. So do I. Listen, man, there's a lot of watches out there that have great design. Sometimes it's great design, but it's bad movement. Sometimes it's amazing movement and a crap design, but at the end of the day, what is it always about? It's about the watch that thrills you. It shouldn't be about what anybody else says. But having said that, let's talk about our deal. Let's talk about Bob Randolph. So Bob Randolph, I told you, is looking into getting a Longines Dolce Vita. So let me pull this up, and we'll look at these two models that he's looking at, and let's have bashers decide. Hold on a second. Ready? Here we go. And I might make this a new. I'm going to make this a new theme. Ready? Bashers have spoken. Ready? How fun is that? So this is what Bob's looking at. The Longines Dolce Vita. It comes in two sizes. It's like 43 or 47 millimeters the long way. So he's going to get the 43 because he thinks 47 would take too much of the wrist presence. And of course, it comes on this beautiful leather strap. Now, there's several different. It's $1,800. It's a mechanical movement. It's not quartz. Very interesting, very beautiful watch. Can I blow that up? Look at this. Is very Cartier-esque. Of course, Chemin de Fer in the middle, Roman numerals, absolutely beautiful dial. Very Cartier in its aesthetic. Very unique crown, I think. Very Art Deco and very pretty. And that's that version. It also comes on a bracelet, which he's not interested in. Let's pull that up. Why are you not blowing up? There you go. Yeah, that's the same watch, but on a bracelet, but that's not what Bob is interested in at all. So now, let's go back to this. Go back. Come on. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry about this. This website, you have to be very careful with how this works. Come on. Can I go back? There you go. I'll go that way. Okay, so now that's that version, right? It also comes in a blue strap, like kind of like a croc strap. You get it the croc. But then you get the Spectre dial, which is this one. Where are you? There it is. Here's the Spectre dial. Now, this is obviously does not look like, come on, blow up. Does not, it's still a tank watch or a rectangular watch, but this has way more of an Art Deco aesthetic. Same crown. It's on croc. It also comes in the blue croc. It's got blued hands, Arabic numerals, but a chemin de fer on the ends. Completely its own animal. So this one, and let me see if I can get the blue one. Can I get the blue one? There, I had it before. Let me go back to you. Right. And let me go to see if I can find the blue one. I had it earlier. Yeah, so this is it on the side. But I want to get that blue one. I think he likes the blue one. Is there more? Oh, yeah, there's more. Is that the Spectre? Oh, yeah, there it is. Great. Let me blow this up. So he's looking at blue strap on either. Let me hide that now. Bashers haven't spoken yet. He's looking at this watch or the more Cartier-esque. What do the Bashers say about these two particular watches? Which is the one that you like the best? Let's help him decide. He likes the blue strap, as he said, and you can get the watches. Either watch on all. You can get it on a bracelet, a black alligator or croc or whatever that is. And well, actually, we could look to see what that is. Why don't I just do that instead of just talk about it? Let's see. Strap. The strap is, it's alligator with buckle. And movement is automatic. It's the caliber L592, self-winding mechanical movement, 28.8. Power reserve up to 45 hours, minutes, seconds, and date. What do you guys think? Bob is asking which one is the most cool for you. I have an opinion on it, and let's see what the Bashers say. Let's see. Whatever the Bashers say. This is, I'll put this one back up because it's cool, and I don't think we got to look at that. See, look at that. And especially for you Longines folks out there, he's ready to pull the trigger on this. But what do you think? Joe says first one, black strap, more elegant and versatile. Black strap's out. He doesn't want to do it. Just he wants blue. Second one is stunning on the blue strap, says Melly C, which is the one that's up right now. Joe loves the Dolce Vita. Oh, what happened here? Hold on a second. Something happened in the chat. Okay. Did I miss some? Andrew says that strap looks better. What do you think? First one for Mart. So the Cartier version. Blue, go all the way. Blue is not on the is off the table. He's taking it. So the black strap is off the table, I should say. It's just which iteration of watch should he pull the trigger on? Do you guys like that one? This is called the Spectre with a contrasting dial, chemin de fer, blued hands, or would you prefer him to go with this one? I'll put them both up in. Why'd you do that? Why'd you go back? That's not the one I wanted. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. There you go. Or this one. Those are the two choices. That's it. That's it. Yes or no. So the Roman or Arabic. That's it, because it's the same case. It's just a different dial. And he's kind of torn on it. I have an opinion on it, and you guys can. Second one, says Dean. Okay. That's the Spectre. Okay. Blue strap, Arabic numerals, looks less Cartier, more unique to me. Okay. Dean says second one. Mart says first one. Dean says second one, black strap. Yeah, he's not gonna do it. Spectre on blue. Joe likes the first one, black strap, more elegant, versatile. I know he's because he has one already, so he doesn't want to do that. Melly says second one on the strap is blue. Okay. Joe says if the blue strap is not negotiable, then go Arabic. And Scotty H says Roman, definitely Roman. Okay. So far, we have more votes for the Spectre. So Arabic wins. Listen, black strap. I know he's got watches with a black strap already. Different look entirely. Well, okay. So here we go. I like because this looks exactly like a Cartier. It's not my choice. My choice is the Spectre for originality. He's got the blue. He's going for the blue gator. This looks to me like you'd have to look twice at it because you don't see the sapphire on the crown. It looks to me like a Cartier. So if he's going to go for something, I would definitely go for the Spectre. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stick with it. So that's where you go. If you're watching live, Paleo, I'll send you an email. Blue rubber. Can you put rubber on a tank? Would that look good? I don't even know. But I think that this looks different entirely is the whole thing. If you're going to go different, I think you should go different, JC Kingsley, what'd you say? I sent you guys a recipe out of my own personal creation repertoire. Okay. Well, then we'll get to that during the Gallery of Bastards. But I thought what might be fun is to pull this up. And how crazy is this? Ready for this? I said, let's talk about rectangular watches a little bit, right? Why not? Because, why not? That's not what I want. Come on, StreamYard. Where's the thing? Window. I don't see it. Chrome tab. It's a tab. There it is. So I'm looking at all credit goes to Teddy Baldassar, of course, because Teddy's got this great website where he does great. Look what's not featured right at the tippity top of this website. Unbelievable. It's the Spectre. How cool is that? Pretty great. Okay, Teddy, we don't want the commercials. So here's a bunch of rectangular watches that we don't, tank watches, as we all like to say, we don't talk that much about on this show. But man, that is, I know all the Bulova fans out there, Ray, you are one of them. That is an absolutely gorgeous piece. That's $575, a 29.5 millimeter case, 20 millimeter lug to lug. 50 meters of water resistance, but it's quartz. It's a Miyota 45, I think. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, Miyota 45. It's very pretty, though. Great looking watch. I mean, I wouldn't wear it because it's got a Sinatra logo, and I don't like signed stuff. Never did. Hamilton, the classic American Bolton Mechanical. Great looking watch, great looking crown. I love it. Beautifully. I mean, the Roman numerals, it's a Clancy affair. Great looking watch, huh? This is about $1,000, though. This is about $1,000. It's also the 34 by 37 or 8. But sapphire crystal and stuff. Raymond Weil, the Takata Gent. This is a brand that when I was a kid, I remember Raymond Weil was considered a really great brand of watches, and people thought, ooh, Raymond Weil. There was a lot of advertising for them when I was a kid. It's a beautiful watch, though. So elegant, so simple. Those hands are divine. I love the date at 3 o'clock. I love there's a little bit of crown guard action there, even though I don't like crown guards on my Speedies. I prefer them without. That looks beautiful, elegant design. Of course, most of these are going to be on a black strap because that's how we usually see them. But this is so beautiful. I love that watch, man. $975, 37 millimeters. It's quartz, but it's pretty, Look at this. And then Frédéric Constant. This is another one, very attractive, pretty watch. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This is another $1,000 watch, And this is an actual watch. See, now here, look, I like this watch a lot, but it's $1,000 for a quartz watch. I think $1,000 is too much for a watch with battery in it. Just me. might not be you. I don't have quartz shame. I own a lot. I have a couple of quartz watches. I love them. I get it. It's not a problem. However, I think that's a lot of money for a battery watch. This is not. This has a caliber FC303. It's a Salida. It's SW200 base. You know, beautiful, great looking watch. Longines Dolce Vita automatic, great looking watch. This gets expensive though. It's $1,775, but what you get is what you get. Two different versions. The caliber Longines 592. It's only got 30 meters of water resistance. Look out. Very pretty watch. So far the gang have spoken, and they've basically said that that's for the majority. Said if you want to go original, go with that one. It's very pretty, man. Very, very, very pretty. I like it a lot. Oris, didn't realize that, and that is a beautiful piece. I like Oris. Oris is a cool company, man. It's a very cool company. It's got a 561. It's an ETA movement. Okay, can't go wrong with ETA, right? It's $2,000. I would probably go there before I'd go here, even though this is a very attractive watch and a very cool strap, huh? I like it. Blue dial, blue strap. Beautiful. And Baume & Mercier, this is another brand that was, I always thought when I was a kid and I didn't know anything, I thought, ooh, that's a fancy watch, Baume & Mercier. The Hampton Automatic, great looking. Classy, elegant men's watches for wearing for a night out on the town, a candlelit dinner, the opera, or, an evening picnic or something like that, when you're rolling up your sleeves. Looks great. It's $3,000. It's another ETA. It's a 2671. It's pretty. There's so many to choose from, man. And then, of course, look, Hermes lies in a different world than other designer brands because they've been making watches a really long time. I know people shit on them a lot, and they shouldn't. And they do some cool stuff. This one I think is ugly. I don't like it at all. It's just funny design language. Then I don't like the numbers. It's got a little tapisserie in there. I don't know. Kind of odd, right? Kind of odd. It's a weird looking watch. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, don't do that advertisement. That's almost $4,000. Wow. Oh no, it's 3,375. Okay. It's a 41 millimeter for height. It's a big watch. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I don't know. Doesn't. I would pass that by on the thing. And of course, the Cartier Tank Louis Cartier, which is a classic, not my style in any way, shape, or form. I consider this a watch for a much older man, or a lady, and I think it's for any age lady. But I think that if a guy's going to wear that, he's going to be kind of stuffy and kind of farty, a little bit of a farty old man who's having a snifter of cognac, and yeah, no, it's not my thing at all. And that's only $12,000, but it's a manual wind. Yeah. So, hey, the horology is there, and it's a classic for a lot of people. And that comes in a multiple variety of colors. We've seen it in green and black and stuff. Not my thing at all. It's not my thing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel if I met like a guy and he was just like a regular Joe, and he wasn't like an old man who wears suspenders and a little bit overweight, sitting in that, bolstered chair against the fireplace. And if like a regular Joe was wearing this watch, I would be like, no. It's like on a lips. And of course, the Jaeger-LeCoultre reverso. Look at that thing. I mean, listen, nothing needs to be said about Jaeger-LeCoultre. I don't think anybody disagrees. It's this one's entry level, $9,000, right? 45 millimeters. It's only 30 meters of water resistance, but it's a manual wind 822. And it's just, just absolutely incredible. Beautiful. We've talked about that watch too many times. I don't know what this is. A Corum Golden Bridge rectangle. I don't like anything that says that on the, look at this. This is for like the Beverly Hillbillies. That's who that's for. or a guy from Dubai who, recently came into money. He bought it, in the Dubai Mall. This is probably super expensive, $25,200. I think that's crass and hideous. And what is he, a concierge? Why does he have a concierge key? There it says what? Because that's like when you go to a great hotel, you see the great hotels, the concierge wears a key. And that's that's like, having your doctorate in being a concierge. Yeah, I'm sure that there's some horology involved in this thing, but I don't get it. Ugly. And H. Moser, really? Swiss, this is an electronic watch? What is this thing? What is this? Its first Swiss Alp watch, a clever, albeit irreverent homage to the world leaders in burgeoning smartwatch technology. Is this like no, I don't like this thing at all. It's an Apple Watch, sort of. Ew, 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 ew. Anyway, gross. What are your thoughts on all of those things, man? Creepy. Creepy, 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 creepy. Don't like it. I don't care for that at all. Wow. I don't like it at all. Did I miss this? Mike Callan, $20? Yes, I did. How did I not see that? Mike Callan, thank you so much. That's a mega chat, baby. How did I miss that? Because I was talking. Thank you so much, Mike Callan. Andrew, still no bell. See, bureaucratic. I have tracking on that. I will get it. I'll send you the tracking when I get it. You know what? The post office did send me a note and said something's waiting for me at the post office. I'm a little afraid because I'm trying to think of what it could have been. And you know what? It might be that. Maybe they sent it back to me. I'll check on that immediately. Andrew Wilkwich, Canadian, $5. I'm going to have to give you this because you own it. AC Nord, great to have you back. And look, ship on the ocean, baby. €10. Thank you, buddy boy. That's awfully sweet of you. That's a very nice super chat. Let's go with you, super chat. Thanks, C Nord. It's great to see you live on the show in the flesh. Now, let's see. Let's go back in time a little bit. Make sure we have everything right. I'm going to count them out for you, beautiful Bob. Okay. Let's see. First one, second one, second one, first one, second one, second one. Yeah, it won. It definitely won. So the Spectre, it is there, Bobo. What do you think? Dean says, I think I would be more confused by now. I'd end up get a reverso. He'd love a reverso, but it's just like, listen, when you're not prepared to spend 10 grand on a watch or plus, depending on the reverso, if you get a dual face or what are those things. So what he's in the mood for a nice tank that he can wear with, nice clothes and go out for dinner and stuff and not spend an arm and a leg. I don't blame him. And I think it's great. I think it's a beautiful watch. I like it. And I would choose the Spectre too. Look who's here. The incomparable Drew B. Happy Wednesday, Bashers. Can't watch live. In transit to Vegas. Have fun. Andrew Bangs Drum on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, hold on. I'll go get it. Instagram. He's going to meet with his drum idol for a lesson. And I'm very excited for him because he's also my current favorite drummer. And I know we never discussed that. But apparently we did. Or we didn't. Todd Zuckerman, who currently plays with Styx, but he plays on a lot of people's records. It's at Andrew Bangs Drums at Instagram. I always forget that I'm not logged in on my Chrome, only on my Safari. So Andrew is that's his son's name. Drew is the father and Andrew is the son. He's going there to bang some drums in a masterclass with Todd Zuckerman. So excited. Congratulations. Have the best time. Send us videos. I watch his videos every day. He did Burn for Me by Deep Purple. Actually, let me pull it up on Safari. Well, you won't hear it then. Boo, 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 boo. I have to log in I'll do a pro. I'll log in on Chrome. I just have never done that, and I have no idea what my password is for Instagram. It's saved on my computer, so I have no idea. Safe travels, Drew and family, and I know Kay is home and being taken care of by somebody you trust at your veterinarian's office, and you know, what can I tell you? That's what we think about that. Andrew likes that Hamilton. I like that Hamilton too. You know. Very nice. The world needs more class and less crass, indeed. Andrew also likes the Oris. Nice. Andy M says, Main Manhattan 37 is a nice watch, not a tank, but similar sort of look. Good looking formal watch. I don't know what that is. The Main Manhattan, MAENMANHATT. I don't know what that is. Can I find out what that is? Oh, shit, no. Shit. I tried to log in on. I put that word into my login. Oh yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, images. Okay, this looks like the Cubitist kind of sort of, right? Okay, let's pull that up because Andy wants us to look at it, and why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we do that? It's an interesting watch. It looks like a Cubitus. That's what it looks like to me, right? It's a Nautilus meets a tank. It's totally a Nautilus. I mean, it's totally well. It's yeah. I mean, it's in that world for sure. I never saw these before. What do these cost? These things? Let me see where they are. Never heard of this watch in my life. Main watches. What does it cost? Nothing on the website about price. Oh, well. Thanks for letting me know about that. I never saw that watch before in my life. Very, very cool. Guys, I'm talking so much. I forgot. It's time for our very favorite part of the show where I get to share. You share them with me. I share with the world. The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots. The sublime the Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me. And I share with the world. We start off with the incomparable Ray wearing his Boulevard. Looking great, buddy boy. Great shot. And it's a flash. And I usually don't like flash photography, but it looks great. Looks great. Very cool. On a fabric strap, not a NATO, obviously. Or is it? That doesn't look like it is. I mean, it could be. It looks like it's wrapped around, though. Oh, look at that. What an interesting strap. What is that? Is that a Velcro thing? Very, very, very cool. Very cool. Boulevard, Ray, everybody. Looks great. You sent those to me last night, and I apologize for but show was over. The show was over. Mr. Blair, Nandor loves his collection of stuffies and he loves sleeping. So sleeping in stuffies is essentially the perfect day. Nandor, we all fell in love last week. How great is that? Oh, you beautiful baby. Look at you. You just want to grab his snout and go. He does love his snuggies. Look at how cute is that. And he's a king. How beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nandor. Nandor's a big star now. Thanks so much. What a nice thing for you to send us. Mr. Blair. Dean McKenzie, Gallery Bashtards. No moon watches were used in this photo. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, look, you almost caught it. You almost caught this shot when the chats were up. Look at him with his very, very beautiful date just on a Jubilee, baby. With today's Felis Unitum. This is today's Grail Watch Wednesday thumbnail. And ChatGPT kind of got it how I wanted it. The only tweaks I had to do was the sky from another photo, and I had to mix and match a couple of the cats from another thing because he wasn't doing it. But what was really cool is I wanted the cats in the middle to just be regular cats without clothing on, because I wanted them to kind of be like Adam and Eve. I'm so symbolic. And anyway, what turns out is it eventually figured it out. Great shot. Great watch. And some whiskey. There you go. From the other side of the border, Bushmills. Looking great. I'm not a whiskey guy, but I know everybody likes their Bushmills. Great watch. I mean, sure. Carolyn Martin enjoying her new date just, I'm sure. I'm sure she is. Are you also of the opinion, Dean, that you don't really care about the day date? A lot of date just people are not fans. They're just not, and that's cool. I like them both. I have no problem with either. I think they're both very, very, very cool watches. Working while sort of always surveying in Torridon on the west coast of Bully, Scotland. It's Mr. McLeod of the Clan McLeod. This is nuts, man. Listen, there's a lot of beautiful parts of the world, but I have to say, and I've never been to Scotland. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense why I don't know why I've never been there. Incredible. But yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. And it is unlike other parts of the United Kingdom and Ireland. It really is. It's got its own whole other vibe, man. Whole other vibe, man. See, I could do that because I'm a, McKennedy. I could if somebody says, right, you're gonna have to have a cottage by the sea. I'd be like, all right, grand. I could do it. Get on me bike every day and go to the shop and the pub. I could do it. Look at that. That's beautiful, though. What a gorgeous spot. Look at the sky. Look at it. It's amazing. Scotland. I'll get there soon. I really want to go. I've never been to Northern Ireland either. When I spent the bulk of my time there as a kid, obviously there were reasons why we couldn't go there because it was dangerous. But it's beautiful and the people are wonderful there. I'd love to go. Love to go and see it. I would kill to see Russia. Me and my dearly recently departed stepmother-in-law, Jewel. Her and I, we traveled a lot together. One of our dreams was to go see the Hermitage. We wanted to see St. Petersburg. I don't know how realistic it is that in my lifetime I might get over there. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. I mean, I could get in there with an Irish passport, sure. They let me in, but I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. Scotland's definitely on the list, though. And Northern Ireland's definitely. There's so many places on the list, but top of the heap, definitely Scotland's up there with places. I've been a lot of places. It's one of the places that I should have seen, and I have not to this day. I don't know why. Got to get there. Thank you, Steve, so much. Oh, and not Tiffany Blue. Okay, this is interesting. Well, there's a reason why they can't call it Tiffany Blue, right? Because it isn't. While it looks the same, this has way more green in it. I've seen this watch in person. I held it in my hand. And do I have anything? I don't. Sometimes I do. It's just they own that color. They've trademarked that color, that number on the Pantone scale. People are not allowed to use it. And it is way more, there is green in the Tiffany Blue, but it is way more blue than it is green. And this one, while it looks blue and a little bit of green, this one has just a tad more. So I would imagine that on the Pantone scale, it's probably like 2 or 3. It's not far. But Tiffany's funny unless they issue a watch, like the Tiffany dial, Patek. That was it. That was the color. I don't know. The whole Tiffany Blue thing is just the craze that went nuts. Looks great on that watch. Tudor, you can't go wrong with that. Built like a Sherman tank. It's close, but no cigar. And they just can't. Tiffany won't let them do it. I love the Tudor chrono. Me too, Melly C. And I know you're a Tudor girl. You're so many things. She's so many things. She's so many hats she wears. This wonderful Melly C of ours. And speaking of which, Eminem Madness, Smoking Mindy Madness. Robin's Egg Blue. Yeah, that's close too. I'll tell you something about Robin's Egg Blue. Where I live, where I grew up, I don't live there now. In Queens, this town I grew up in is called Jamaica, Queens. Now, there's a bunch of parts of Jamaica, Queens. There's Jamaica States, which is nice. I was like right off, like a half a block off that. We were like just nearly there. Then there's like a block or so away is Jamaica States, very fancy. I was in Jamaica Hill. Then there's South Jamaica, which is not so nice. But in Jamaica Hill, there was a group of houses that were all painted Robin's Egg Blue when I was a kid. And I found out that it was part of this sect called Sri Chinmoy, which was a spirituality yoga retreat, but it was a cult. Carlos Santana was in it. Mahavishnu, John McLaughlin was in it. George Harrison briefly was a part of it. And they used to go to this retreat house there all the time. It was everything. You knew they were part of the sect if the house was in Robin's Egg Blue. Crazy stuff, right? Unbelievable. Anyway. Mork and Mindy madness. Look at Mork. Look at you. He looks devilish today. Look at him. Devil face. You beautiful baby. Oh, look at you. He's the cuddly one. We know this now. So cute. So. Oh, baby cakes. There's nothing better in the world. Oh, look at him. Oh, cuddle pace. Oh, look at him. What a total cuddle bunny he is. Oh. You're killing us. Mel. Oh my God. And then you're a mean one, Mrs. Mindy. She's looking at you, giving him all the loving and going like, Look at her, devil woman. She's such a devil woman. Oh, little Miss Muffet, you cutie too. Oh boy, look at this. Those two superstars. I mean, I don't know which one of these. We all know that Mindy has one of the classic Basherdirk pictures of all time, but I think Mork's got one coming his way, and I think which one is it? I think. Let's see. I think it might be. Come on, go back. Don't do that to me. Why did you do that? Don't undo my pictures. I think it might be this one because it's so cute. Oh, thank you so much, Mel. The best in you. That's a great one. Rob Pelletier, Lunar New Year window shopping. Not my taste and definitely not my budget, but interesting just the same. Oh, cars. Hey, man. We got some car fans in here. I'm a big car fan. I don't drive, but I like cars and know a lot about cars. And there we go. Look at that. Very cool. What is that? Where are we? Are we in Dubai? Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay. What is this thing? Wow. What is that? Oh boy. Yeah. I see what you're going with this. Huh. Is that a Celtic Reverso? What is that? Oh yeah. Oh, the Serpente. Sure. Where is this place? Oh, you in China? Year of the Snake. Oh, I get it now. What is that? I wish I knew what this was. Is that a Hublot? Lunar year. Very cool. Very cool shots. I'm going to pull this off the screen and read the whole thing so I have some context to what we're talking about. Oh, not my taste, but definitely interesting just the same. Okay. All right. I think it's a Hublot, if I'm not incorrect. I think it might very well be. I mean, we all make fun of Hublot on every channel. Wendy, my cat, is definitely the boss. Steve, we all know his dog. I don't know. Oh my God, look at Wendy. Oh boy. I always talk about framables on the show. That's definitely one of them. Right there. That's the frame. She's the boss indeed. That's a great one, man. Oh, look at that. You know what? But when a cat and a dog love each other, it's a pretty great thing. I had that with my dog Dinga and my cat Glaucus. She was a girl, he was a boy, and he left the earth a week after, and there was nothing wrong with him. He just got depressed, stopped eating. I took him to the vet, and they said all his organs were failing. And this happened out of nowhere in 2008. It happened out of nowhere. He was 13 and a half. I don't know. And I found him when he was a baby. My first cat. He was my first cat. I found him in the wheel well of a 1954 Chevy that was parked in a junkyard by my neighborhood. And my neighborhood was filled with junkyards back in the day. Now it's all luxury high rise. He was my first cat. He's the one that got me over my allergy to cats because I took him home. Amazing. We love Wendy. Thanks for sending that. Oh, new watch today, Bell and Ross. Hey, a lot of Bell and Ross fans over here. And this is the model that I really like too, because I think it's got a really cool wrist presence. It looks great. It looks super duper, like industrial. Oh, look, we're live on the show there. How cool. Thanks, buddy. He's got his Celtic cross there. Great. Great. Beautiful watch. Yeah, there's a lot of Bell and Ross fans here. I think they've got a unique aesthetic too, man. I totally do. Thanks, buddy boy. Fantastic. That's a pretty one. Yeah, that's the model I really like too. That's the one I like. Mr. Jim Lassick in the room. Hi, Dirk. No Millie today. I don't care for their coffee, but I love my Starbucks. Well, don't call it the Starbucks too, right? Isn't there a different name for that? Isn't that that's the Sermit, right? Isn't that what you call that one? Yeah, the Starbucks. Their coffee is the worst. First of all, I'm not paying $6 for a cup of coffee, especially since I don't drink giant coffees. I drink espressos. Yeah, I make like a triple espresso, but yeah. And who doesn't? Everybody loves that watch. And we love you, Jim. Looking great. Did you see there's a new architect in town? Daniel, Donald Gehring is who's been on the show. He's a kind of relatively new basher, super duper guy, and he's got his architect plans on his thing. I was like, oh, how cool is that? The two architects watch the show. You're the OG though, baby. You know that. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Drew's here. Gallery of Bashtards. Kay says hello. Oh, guys, look how good she looks. He's feeling weird because he's taking his son to Vegas for a master class, and he had to leave her, and he's feeling weird about it. Okay, look at her. First of all, she's so beautiful, and she's so blessings all around. Blessings to you, blessings to her, because you're so lucky that you found each other. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creature she is. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Right. Oh my God. I can't take it. What what a gift she is. Thank you. Thank you so much. And safe journey. That's a keeper. Look at this. Look at that face. That is everything, man. And we're so grateful for you, Drew. Pink is Kay's color. I agree. Look, she's wearing like a baby onesie. Oh my God. Oh, look at this beautiful. She's going to have such a great life with you guys. And I'm so happy. We all love her. Man, it's really enough to knock you out, man. Thank you. Amazing. Drew, you're ridiculous, man. We love you. JC Kingsley. Let's turn it on. Option to cheese and wine. Here's a breakfast in bed payback recipe of my own for you, sir, through Dirk on the email chain, so both of you can fall before the culinary might. What is going on here? Oh, you doing some baking, huh? I like to bake too. I haven't baked in a while. I should bake some scones, which are very easy to make. I'm sorry, I got a little choked up by Kay. I apologize. My glasses are all fucked up now. What are you making there? You got some log cabin syrup though. I don't know what that creamy white stuff is, but that I'm not eating. That looks good though. Is that some kind of? I gotta see what it is. Oh, that looks nice. Some kind of delicious bread. What is it? Baking. You know what? I've done when I first started the show. I did that. I baked. I made something on the show. I went into my kitchen, and that was when Laverne was still around, and she was walking around my counter and being a pest. which was amazing, and I would kill for that. But I did that once. I should do it again because I love to bake, and I think I was making soda bread, which I do a lot. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, JC Kingsley. And let me read the email so I know exactly what this is. Okay, so here it is. Through Dirk on the email chain, Clarion of Dickens. You didn't say what it. Oh, you did. Oh, you did. You gave me a recipe. Oh shit, guys! I'm going to put this back up on the screen because he gave us a recipe, and he did it in the Basher. We'll share with you. So if you want to make this, there it goes. There it is. Okay. So note that the amount made was 3 loaves. Maple sausage. Okay. I'm out on that one, but you guys can do that. Cheddar, shredded cheddar, sharp. Okay. Take a screenshot of this, you guys, so you can get this recipe. But what is this thing called, though, buddy? What is it? What is this? Get a couple of firm pairs of wedges. Is it an apple dumpling? What is it? You hear? It's not quiche. That's not what a quiche looks like, you straight dudes. What the fuck? You have to have a quiche. I am a master quiche maker. I make it all the time. It's not quiche. Quiche. You silly straight boys. Real men don't eat quiche. This is some kind of like a note that this is. He doesn't say what it is. It's like a pancake mix. It's some kind of bread. Okay, there it is. Maple sausage loaf with sausage gravy, Dean. Quiche. Screenshot that if you want to make that. Thank you for sending that. How cool are you to do that? Fergal Tank watches. Loves the Spectre. Amazing. Yeah, we've seen this watch before and we've all ogled it and drooled, my friend. This is a beautiful piece. Carolyn Meriton went crazy for this one. It's gorgeous. Quiche. Oh, I made a quiche on the first one of Bashers. That's what it is, Andrew. I made quiche. I have a great quiche. I have 2 quiche pans, large. It's 18-inch, and I have a 12-inch quiche pan with the bottom pops out. Oh, okay. He goes, Dirk, quiche is what you made on Christmas. Okay. I thought you were just, it was great for the you silly straight guy joke, right? That worked. That worked out for the best of us. Like, you silly straight dudes. That's not a quiche. You're killing me. This is beautiful. Beautiful Rolex. You guys are just too much. JC Kingsley says, do you not eat red meat? Dirk might tell. No, it's cool, dude. I've been a vegetarian since I'm a little boy. I am. It doesn't, listen, I'm not a vegan. I'm not a dickhead. I don't preach to the choir. I don't do it. I am a vegetarian because it is my choice to not eat animals because of my absolute and convincing devotion to them. I just can't do it. And I knew it since I was a little kid, baby. I knew it. I used to hide the meat my mother would put on the table. I'd hide it behind the furniture. And when I finally got old, like in my teens, I just said, that's it. I'm done. Absolutely done. Listen, look, the other night we were doing, Sheen was doing steak with Michaela, and it's fine. I worked in a restaurant. I served it. Everybody has their own path and their own journey, and they take their roads. And listen, people do things to betterment of themselves and for the planet and for animals and for people and for charity. So the last thing I'll do is, and JC, I would totally go to a steakhouse with you. I love steakhouses. You know why? I love the salads, I love the sides, and I love the wine list and the bread. So yeah, no, it's fine. Why not? There's no reason to share. I don't cook meat in my house. I keep my house kosher in that regard. There's no meat in my home. And if somebody came in here with like, oh, do you mind if I have this fried chicken? Yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out. Like I've had, when company comes over, if we're sitting out on the deck and having dinner, and they want to have, sometimes I won't cook and we'll order. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Judging people is just the worst thing we can do in the whole wide world, and it's unnecessary. Next time, ask a straight guy what fondue is. In the 70s, everybody was into fondue. It was like the number one date thing in New York, at least. It was the number one thing. you'd go to a fondue restaurant. It was considered romantic, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Cassio tank inspired Vasilios. Hey, Vasilios, our friend from Greece. I saw your super chat and you said something that I want to go back and read because, I was doing stuff. Cassio, look at that. Isn't that cool? Great looking Cassio. Listen, man, it looks great on you. Great NATO. Fantastic. Look at that, Cassio. Look at that. Now, Casio, of course, now I have a Casio watch that I got from Tulipster McDonkey last year. But I have Casio musical devices because I have a weighted keyboard by Casio that I use. And you know what? It was cheap. It was like $400. And it's way better than the $1,000 one that I had that broke. So Casio makes cool stuff. Makes great stuff. Thank you, Vasilius. Andrew, sleepy time. Sleepy time. Oh, I mean, listen. There's nothing cuter than the ball of fur on the bed. Beautiful baby. You're a beautiful baby. You're a beautiful baby. Oh. Thank you, Andrew. Incredible. And so Gussie, Gus, and Emmy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait till you see this picture. Oh my God. Gussie, Gus, and Emma. Oh gosh. Oh, wow. Whoa, congratulations. Now that's you told us that's your granddaughter, right? Of course we would think that you're a young unwed mother because you look so young and beautiful. But she told us, I think she said she was a grandma, which is hard to believe. But look at what a beautiful baby. And wow, congratulations. And I'll tell you, hey, is Mart looking for oh, that's a boy, huh? It's a boy cat. It's a boy cat. Well, they could get together. I was going to say, is Mart looking for a girlfriend? Emmy is 10 now? Oh my God. Really? Oh, wow. Oh my God. Oh, please say Gussie's still around. I hate the fact that they don't, I hate that. I really and truly hate that. I really hate that. I mean, I hope so. Gussie Gus. Oh, Gussie Gus, he's beautiful. I hope he was a super kitten then. I hope he was. Emmy called Gus's manhood cotton balls. LOL. That's pretty funny, I have to say. Oh, we love that picture. Oh, man. Thank you so much for that. That was really great. Really, really great. Let me get back to the chats real quick because I know I missed a couple of things in here that I definitely need to address. Yeah. And that's why I always say vegans give vegetarians a bad name because they're like, oh, are you going to eat that? Or, they're so judgy. Or you're going out to a restaurant and somebody's in your crowd's a vegan. Like, I can't go here. I can't go here. I go everywhere and I just figure it out. I do not cheat. I don't, that word is not in my vocabulary because I don't think it's cheating. I am a vegetarian by choice. I don't miss any meats. I don't look for substitutes. I mean, yeah, I've garden burgers and phony, but the only thing I have ever missed from the meat world is bologna because I'm a white trash Irish guy from Queens. And I buy the tofurkey version of it. Every once in a while, I'll make myself a fake bologna sandwich with mayonnaise and pickles and mustard. And I'm happy, but I don't miss anything. But the last thing I want to do is be a dick. I'll go to a steakhouse. I'll go everywhere. I figure out a way. I don't say, oh, sometimes I eat chicken and fish. I've never eaten chicken. I've never, ever once. I can taste if somebody has a soup and they go, oh, I think it's vegetarian. I'll know. You could, because it's a totally different thing. But I try to not be a dick about it. But don't even think about that twice. It's nothing. It ain't nothing. Tain't nothing. Beautiful stuff. Great. So let me see. Vasilio said something earlier, and I wanted to make sure I addressed it. You said you weren't feeling well, I think. Let me go find that. Just want to make sure that we're taking care of our gang here and not missing out on something that's important. Sometimes these things go by me so fast and I miss them, and I'm sorry if I don't get to them on time or at all. Oh, yeah, here it is. Sorry for being silent, but my son had the flu since last Sunday with a high fever till today. Fever hit 39 Celsius. That's not good. Now feeling better. I'm so sorry that you went through that, Vasilios. We're thinking of you. Of course, everybody's sending a shout out to our good friend in Greece, Vasilios B, for being a great basher, and to your son. Totally. Oh, man. So I knew that was in there, you know. Andrew likes fried egg and fried bologna sandwich. That sounds good. Everything's fine now. Great to hear it. Joe LaFaro says, I sent you a Gerville Square watch pic. Where is it? Hold on. Where is it, Joe LaFaro? Oh, there it is. You just sent it. There it is. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's great looking. Javel. This is cool. Cool looking watch. Let's grab that. Mr. Joe LaFaro. It's got that real Frank Mueller kind of. I love those numerals. They're cool. It's great. Look at the complications on this thing. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Date. That's a pretty watch, man. Do you own that, Joe? Joe. I like it. It's very cool. Thanks for sending that, Joe. Oh, Gus Sedley passed. He was the best cat. I'm so sorry, honey pie. I hope he had a long, wonderful life. I know the wonderful part. I hope, but it was long. But what a beautiful boy. What a beautiful, beautiful boy. They just, could all the geneticists just figure out a way for us to keep our pets longer? Because God knows we're all living too long. You know, even like all the bad people in the world are living way too long. You know, it's just, ugh. Why is it that we only get, you know, except for Andrew Wolkowicz, who's got 30-year-old cats, you know? I mean, it's just, can we figure out a way to get more longevity for our beautiful pets that we love so much? Jones says, of course they do. Is that a shock? They clone. Now, here's the thing about clones, because everybody was, when my dog died, we were so close. It's the girls that kill me, man. It's the girls. Like, I've had many pets, but I've only had 2 female pets. Well, I had 3, Aunt Clara, who I adopted, but I didn't have her long. She was very old, and I had her for a while, but for a couple of years. But some Irish woman was going to put her to sleep, and I said, no, we'll take her, and we did. But the girls kill me. And when my dog died, she was 17. I was so distraught. Everyone thought I was going to go do that Joan Rivers clone thing, and I didn't do it because it turns out, you know, clones are not the same animal. They just look the same, and that's you know, who wants that? You know, who wants, you look like her but you're not her, you know? And then there's all the dangers of stuff that you have to be careful with, you know. Could be problems with that kind of you know, procedure, and they might be, you know, they might have tendencies that are not cool, etc., etc., etc. Oh, look at that. How wonderful. All grown up? Is that all grown up? Oh, what a beautiful picture. Oh, wow. Thank you for that. What a great way to cap off the show. Thank you, guys and girls, so much for this wonderful Grail Watch Wednesday, the Dirk Daily Felis Unitum, where we talked about, we picked out a watch for Bob. Bob, I hope you watched the show and that you were here, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody who kept their sent their pictures in and made their decisions for him, because you know what, he'll choose ultimately the one that he wants. But you know, I think it's kind of cool that he decided to ask us all, and of course, you know, we meeting all the new cats and dogs that we met on the show today. And just for our progress report, I think we could end the show with Kay's progress. She's looking great. This is after her second surgery, where she had to have a little bit of tail pulled off, and because of frostbite, because of all the crap she went through, you know, and she's doing really, really well. Absolutely really well. That's a perfect way to end the Gallery of Bastards, man. Thank you so much with the beautiful, beautiful K.
The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots, the sublimely absurd. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Joe LaFaro with $9.99 because real men don't eat quiche. That was a funny part of the show. I was like, it's quiche. I didn't remember what I made. I cook every day. I think I'm going to make a quiche tonight, though. You know what? I've got spinach. I've got onion. I've got cherry tomatoes. Ooh, man, I found a new brand. I don't buy. So when it comes to making a spaghetti sauce, you know, a pasta sauce, marinara, I choose Muti. That's the brand that I use from Italy. And it's, you know, kind of what everybody in Italy uses. And I use the concentrato dopo, use the double concentration, all that stuff. Anyway, I found this new brand that made these Roma tomatoes, and it's not Muti, and it's really good. So I could use those because I have fresh cherry tomatoes here as well. But and I've got cheddar, so I think I'm going to make a quiche, and I'll take pictures and I'll show them tomorrow. But thanks so much, Joe LaFaro. Let me give you a big bang boom for that, baby. Let's go with her. Thank you so much. Everybody's wishing Kay a fast recovery from me and Bronson. We love this cat. We do indeed. Kay is number one. She's amazing. We're just grateful, man. We're so great. No gallery outro. Oh, I did it. Oh, yeah, I was just finagling around. Great show, Dirk and the Bastards. No, it's a great show because you do it. You do it. It's your show. I just host it, my friends. Thanks so much for being the most beautiful Bashers in the world. Thanks for you, Super Chat. Wonderful. Jim Lassick, Andrew Wolkowicz, C. Nord, Joe LaFaro, Shane McGee, Dean, and Mike Allen. Mike Allen. We love you, man. Thank you. We love all of you guys. Thanks for coming in and sharing your world with me every single day of the week. It's my favorite part of the day, and I absolutely love it. Thanks so much. Quiche coming tomorrow. I'll take pictures. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you encounter somebody who's not so nice, give them some benefit of the doubt. You never know if they're a great person. Either that, or what are they? They're just a
Basher.